Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, another lovely, vulturistic, predatory story about Scientology going in and scooping up the children. They won't let their own Sea Org members have children, but they sure can suck up other countries' children. This is dated 5 May 2010. Kenya Scout leaders use Scientology, volunteer ministers, methods to help in the wake of Uganda mudslides. We all know what it really is, but, let's go ahead and read the propaganda. They're probably also thinking they're going to have a better life as well, Kenya Scouts who trained as Scientology volunteer ministers helped in the search and rescue action following mudslides in the Bududa district of Uganda. Volunteer ministers engage in search and rescue. There's a word missing here. Team of Kenya Scouts who are also Scientology volunteer ministers. Little do they know. Traveled to Uganda last month when massive mudslides killed 94 and displaced 30,000 from their homes. You always know that the numbers are never accurate. But they always scoop in. That's when they go in. They go in when somebody is addicted to drugs. They go in when somebody is addicted to alcohol. They go in when there are natural disasters. What else? And they're all under mind control. So they really do think they're helping because they're getting told a whole bunch of propaganda lies. And in their hearts, they're probably feeling like they're doing something good. Displaced 30,000 from their homes. Led by Ali Rajab, 22, the Scouts joined Uganda. The young ones, too, are easier to manipulate, I believe. The Scouts joined Uganda Army rescue workers in the search for 500 people missing in the flood-affected area. Arriving in Uganda from Nairobi, Rajab and his team learned from survivors and IDP, internally displaced persons, camps from the Red Cross and the Uganda Army, where their help was most needed. With hundreds still missing, this just makes one puke. The first priority was search and rescue work that had to be done by hand with shovels and picks. At use of heavy machinery could trigger further landslides, the heavily saturated ground. Why didn't you get your little children to do that? Isn't that what the children are there for? To work with the explosives and the bricklaying and the making the e-meters and, great way to make money, right? To get those children in there doing that. The volunteer ministers also distributed food and supplies. Well, they do give them did they go and give them oatmeal bars or something? And provided simple but powerful Scientology techniques. Oh, wouldn't you guys love to know what that was? Because unfortunately it doesn't seem to heal anyone, does it? Which Hubbard stole from everyone. Called Assist, developed by L. Ron Hubbard. No, stolen by L. Ron Hubbard. To help people in the camps overcome the disorientation and trauma of losing their homes, families, and possessions. And little do these melanated people know what a complete racist scumbag that Hubbard was. And a lot of the ones in Scientology. Not everyone, but back in those days, I can guarantee you, 98% of the people in there were more racist in nature. In Nairobi, the previous year, Rajab had trained as a Scientology volunteer minister to gain practical skills that he and his fellow scout leaders could use to help the people of their country. Yeah, I'm sure they're ready to bring them into the blue building. After completing free online training. Oh, listen to that, you guys. Free online training and communication skills, which none of them have. Conflict resolution, that none of them have. Organizational basics, that none of them have. And other subjects offered at WW, I'm not even going to say it. Rajab arranged in the fall of 2009 for Kenya Scout leaders from Mombasa. Oh, I had a friend from there. From Mombasa, Marsabit, Kisumu, and Nakuru to join him in Nairobi for a series of seminars provided, which they had to pay for, I'm sure, by a volunteer minister sent from the United States to Kenya. Was he a perpetrator? Because, usually they like to get their perpetrators out of the country so that they can be off the radar. So it could have been a perpetrator they sent out, the SA kind. The scout leaders, in turn, train hundreds, yeah, sure. More scouts in their own regions in Scientology, volunteer minister technology. That's how they keep the propaganda going, you guys. It's disgusting. It's just, all of it is so disgusting. So I will leave the link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.